I believe that we will win.
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 I believe that we will.
When we speak,
it is with the muse first. Through surrender, we make space for its divine presence to give us the message we, as part of the celestial, are chosen to deliver. There, a message waiting on the wind, specifically for us to receive, inhale, germinate, and birth, uniquely stamped with the energy that animates our flesh, scented with our pain, struggle, triumph, fury, care, and love, carrying our conviction, thunderous and mysterious, unseen yet felt throughout the atmosphere.
When we speak, miracle becomes visceral, word becomes flesh, becomes a honey-dipped baptism, a sweet moan in the rhythm, argon in the air becomes the ashe in the prayer, becomes hope in the hymnal, the sacred in the symbol. When we speak, sound itself. Listen.
When we speak, earthquakes learn rhythm, their tremors hum the hymns of our foremothers, and the soul splits open like a truth untold too long. When we speak, the moon lowers herself to our frequency, her glow bending to illuminate pathways once buried beneath centuries of shadow. When we speak, rivers remember their names, canyons fill with echoes of redemption, and mountains bow, not out of submission, but respect. When we speak, wars lose their taste for blood. Silence itself becomes a casualty.
When we speak, our voices defy the gravity of their hatred, making our utterances weighted, yet our souls remain weightless. Soliloquies spring into action, so we wait less, breaking generational curses. If you're searching for a seat, please join the wait list. Unsure if this is a test, but I can attest that there is no rest. Even our whisper penetrates the walls, invading the premises of all, and you can't make us say less because
when we speak, you need to listen. Even when it's just conversations in the kitchen, laying down the ingredients for a meal. We heal, resolve issues with and without tissue. When we speak, we fight racism like Josephine Baker in 1963, or Rosa Parks refusing to give up her seat. When we speak, we give voice to the unspoken, like Audre Lorde confronting classism and homophobia. When we speak, we break the silence for surviving domestic violence, forming Me Too alliances like Tarana Burke. When we speak,
sunshine shows up where darkness resists. When we speak, our tongues make magic. Words plant pictures of truth. Life becomes realized and believed. Minds open to accept possibilities. When we speak, life answers. Pain heals in the whispers of the night, explaining the secrets heard in the wind.
'Cause when we speak, liberation begins. Generations and generations have the power to be set free. Be who they wanna be. Travel the world with greatness for everyone to see. When we speak, I see a ray of beauty, chasing waterfalls from sea to sea. TLC on CD and IDC, who hears me because
when we speak, our ancient mothers are speaking in the voices of brown girls on front lines, clenched fist in the air, the glare of mourning mamas chanting, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. In this piece I have written, our grandmothers are speaking, whispering in my ear every cadence and rhythm, word and verb, scenarios of history, creating an energy.
Which anoints?
ask acts as an action, accessorizes points it bestows. Beauty and blooms brilliance, commands courage and creates resilience. Demands, directs, denotes the notes, enlightens each element, emotion evoked. Forges futures for freedom, free from forsaken flag. Generates great gifts, golden gems, God is glad. When we speak, it hums the hymns of humanity, happily. Ignites ingenious, intentionally impacts reality it joins. Justifies, judges the hate as just jealousy. Needs need to kneel to honor the key work from the 60s and 70s. Lawful fights for women's rights led to a lingering legacy. When we speak, mountains move as we maintain this movement, cause Me Too have been made to feel minimized. But we don't mute, we march on, we maximize our voice like music. Microphone amplifies with this voice, we speak.
Because we weren't given a choice. Since birth, nuclear force untangled our tongues. This is how we tied. And tides aren't surprised when the waves rise. Tides aren't confused about gravitational pull or our relationship to the sun and the moon. We speak because we were summoned to. We were summoned to bring winter, fall, spring, and summer to summer you. Seasons change because we see the change. The climate shifts because we don't see the change. Harriet imagine freedom when they didn't believe her. When we speak, know that the ancestors are coming too. They coming through vowels and verses. Curators of culture creating pathways so you can see a better view, so you can see a better you. Baby, we speak because what else is there for us to do when we speak?
When we speak.